Hey, I'm Tommy. It's Real Rock 1039 The Bear, and I'm really excited. You know, I was very busy today, and I'm mad that I couldn't come see Monster Truck. But the nice thing is where we're located, come on in. We got another guy. But where I'm located at, I could hear Monster Truck. So I'm interviewing, and I'm asking people questions, but I'm listening in the background while they're talking to me. And I'm like looking at them with a blank stare going, Yeah, you guys are wailing in the background. You jerk. Yeah, I was just telling Hill, man, I was just going through all your stuff, and you guys seem like you're a real rock band. Guitar, bass, drums, keyboard, and you're really playing and you're really singing, and I'm a big fan of that.
Right on, man. Yeah, that's the only way I know how to do it.
It was our main idea, you know. It was supposed to be basic and simple and drinking music, and that was it.
Yeah.
Something to drink to. All right. Well, you know, you guys have been out. I was talking with John here a bit. You know, without Alter Bridge, you've been chosen by a lot of big bands to come out, you know, and stuff, and some really good opportunities. It's got to be great to be, you know, the band's virtually just a few years old to get that kind of audience exposure, you know.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's definitely awesome that those guys want to take us out. We've been really lucky, and we're really easy to get along with, I guess.
Yeah.
So
it kind of snowballed too, really. I mean, we got a little opportunity with Deep Purple early on, you know, and then we got the Slash tour, and that turned into us meeting Miles Kennedy. Miles Kennedy wanted to take us out with Alter Bridge. You know, we got a lot of traction on radio in Canada, and that's how we got the Alice in Chains tour. Met those guys, got along super good with them. They took us out again. It's just, you know, it just keeps going and going. We keep meeting cooler and cooler bands, and they just keep being nice to us. And we, you know, we appreciate it.
I know. I was doing all my research. I'm going, God, man, everybody likes these guys, man. So there's got to be something good here, and there is, man. I mean, there's so much soul on the record, and heart and soul, and I'm just like, I hate to just keep shining you up, man, but god dang, you got a good ass singer here, man.
Dude, that's what happened, man. Like, he was in a band that is kind of similar. It was kind of similar to actually Monster Truck, and I was in his kind of horrible band, and I heard his record. He put out this record, this EP. It was 2 or 3 songs, and I'd known him for 10 years or somewhere around there, and I'd never heard him like that before. It was like I threw it on, and I was like, well, what? Wait, what? And I couldn't believe it. I was like, because he was always screaming in his other bands, so he was putting this like soulful kind of vibe on it, and basically from that point on, I was like, I got to be in a band with this guy, man. We've been talking about it before. We, you know, been like, oh, we got to do this and we got to do that, and riff band, like a riff rock stoner band, and you know, it just all came together. You know, with John and with Steve and Brandon, and I mean, you know, as soon as we got going, he was like, we need an organ player, and it just all came together.
Well, you know, I'd heard this like started as a side project, and it just got so big that it's got to be full time.
Yeah, it was really weird. We started it just to hang out and jam, and then all of a sudden we were like, hey, we like this, and we're like, oh, really? Oh, okay. So then we started playing bigger shows, and then it's like, okay, so I guess we're going to have to probably go on tour eventually, I guess.
Well, you guys done a couple EPs, and now you've got Furiosity, and I love that name. Have you guys got that on a t-shirt yet?
No, we actually named one of our tours Touriosity as a joke, but yeah, it's
that was our drummer over there. He came up with it. He came up with it a couple years. He came up with it a couple years before the record even got recorded, and it was like, if we ever do a full length, we got to name it Furiosity, and we were like, yeah, that's cool. And when we got down to naming the record, we were like, did we have anything better than that? And it was like, no, going with it, and that was it. It's better than doing a self-title too. Self-titles get confusing, especially when you're trying to introduce a band. So yeah, we're happy that worked out. Maybe it'll be added to the English dictionary at some point.
Now, with someone new to the Monster Truck world, like they're gonna get done watching this interview, and they're gonna run to YouTube and start checking things out. But before they get there, in your words, what is Monster Truck?
She's real honest rock and roll.
That's what I would have said.
That's it.
Rock and roll music.
That is it, and it's true too, because I've already done the homework for you. But go see it, and go see these guys and get Furiosity. It's a great record. Now, I really like the sound of Monster Truck, and I know you got some great pipes on you, very soulful. What are some of the singers that you've kind of looked to in the day, and what fires you up? You go, that's badass. I'm going to buy a ticket for that, or I'm going to buy a record.
Yeah, I like Wilson Pickett a lot, and I really like Paul Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Rodgers.
That's what I thought when I heard you. Goes, oh, my God, I hear some Rodgers.
I don't want this to sound weird, but he's probably the best white rock and roll singer ever.
I know exactly what you're saying. That's why I've been using the word soulful.
Well, yeah, see, that was the thing. He's a soulful man, but he is a British, pale-skinned dude. But he's probably my favorite. And then everything else, I listen to a lot of like old soul and R&B, man. Sam Cooke and Otis Redding, and like that's where I like to draw my influence from, because I feel like people don't really take advantage of that in the rock world, and that's your most important asset. That's what rock and roll was built on.
How about you, man? What fires you up?
Ooh, let me think about that. I really like AC/DC, obviously, if that's not obvious, and I don't know what to tell you. Trying to think, man. I really love Grand Funk Railroad. Mark Farner on a guitar, just really kind of. I stole a couple of his dance moves. He's got a couple really kind of funny little dance moves, and I like to bite on those. I mean, I can see why he does it, because it kind of fits with the riffing vibe that he kind of puts out. That we kind of mimic a bit, and just any old classic rock, it really gets me going. And, Led Zeppelin 2, Led Zeppelin 4. 1, 3, doesn't matter. They all get me going. It's all great stuff to listen to before we go on stage. Gets us fired up, and yeah, man. Soundgarden, love Soundgarden.
I know you guys are out with Alice in Chains. When that thing wraps up here pretty soon, I might come see you guys Tuesday if all goes well. You guys are going to be up in Battle Creek, so I'm going to try to run up there and see you guys. I'm pumped because I don't have to work that day, so I get to hang out and live the real rock life with you guys.
Nice.
That's our last show of a 10-week run. So,
what's up after that, man?
Bed. I'm gonna go to fucking bed for a long time.
All right, Monster Truck, the album Furiosity, get it. Come see these guys. You're gonna love them. And let me tell you, there's no backing tracks here, baby. Monster Truck, the real deal. I'm Tommy at Your Rock 103.9 The Bear.